Hi, this is Rob.
And Katie from Livin Lovin Disney.
With a big thanks for listening to the podcast. But we'd also like to remind you to subscribe, follow, and rate us on the following sites: iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, or Podbean.
Also, you can find us on Facebook. We'd love to hear some suggestions and comments that we could use maybe in our future shows.
Oh, Helga, where are you?
Sven! I'm here! I'm here!
I don't hear you yodeling.
Yodeling!
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, it makes me kind of hungry. Maybe some watermelon or something.
Woohoo!
Welcome in, people, to the newest episode of Livin Lovin Disney. Did you even understand what I said? The newest episode of Livin Lovin Disney, and we are here tonight, and we are having
a little crazy
a
fun.
good time here talking about great stuff. And I told Katie that this was going to be called the closure episode because we were talking about all the closures that Disney has, and I just thought that was kind of funny.
Well,
but let's go through all the closures because it's incredible, really. It's incredible. First of all, Katie, the biggest closure that I can think of right off the bat, it's not Disney World, it's Disneyland.
It just makes me cry. That's so wrong. So wrong.
They are opening up the hotel, as you said earlier.
I have seen on Facebook some people saying that they had reservations for the Grand Californian.
Okay.
And I thought, Disney's not open. What's the point?
Well, Downtown Disney is open. So they do get a good crowd down there, I guess. I don't know what's going on now, but I have heard that people get down there and congregate at the Downtown Disney. So maybe they're going to open up the hotel to accommodate people. You know, people could still get away.
I know.
Get out of the house and go down and stay at the Grand Californian.
Which is what we were talking about. You know, it's a different kind of getaway.
But in all reality, Gavin Newsom, Governor of California, pull your head out of your whatnot. Your head's up in your whatnot. You need to pull your head out of your whatnot. And you need to get on with it and open up Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, Magic Mountain, all these places that Southern California
desperately needs.
Well known for. Mm-hmm. And it's probably, they're taking a big hit because these places employ a lot of people and also give people a little bit of joy in life. So
a lot of joy.
Come on, guy. Let's get on with it. All right. Katie, what you got? We got a whole bunch of closures to go through. Let's do it.
Boy, this is going to be a very long, extensive list.
I thought it was a good thing to talk about.
It's a good thing. Well, Rob asked me, we had been talking back and forth, and we were talking about our upcoming trip, which we'll talk some more about, and he asked me, I went to tell him that the boats were going to be closed, and he was like, what?
You mean Tom
Sawyer Island and the riverboats.
And then you said, why are they closed? And then you said
they had to scrub and clean. And
they drained
the river.
They drained the river.
I know, that changes the ambiance of that whole area.
And she showed me a picture of it. It was really odd. You could see the Haunted Mansion in the distance. And I was like, what are we looking at here?
You can't hardly tell.
I couldn't tell. Yeah, I couldn't really tell where we were sitting, what the view was. And then you could see the
Tom Sawyer Island.
The little, I can't remember what the little
kind of storefront.
Little refreshment place out there on the island. You could see that, and that's what I kind of noticed. But it was really odd looking, for sure. So, but that closure right there is huge.
That is huge because it really affects the whole ambiance on that whole area.
Yeah, it adds the atmosphere to that whole area,
It
I
is.
mean, what's it going to be like not seeing the
water
riverboat going around and the water, going around the rivers of America? I mean, holy criminy, man.
I know. There's so many different things as we were talking about. You know, how it's just going to feel so different. No fireworks, no riverboats, no water, no Tom Sawyer Island.
Now, we're going to go through a bunch of closures, but just so you know, in the end, we're going to, and hopefully end up on a positive note, because we have a trip coming up.
And it's been an interesting
How many days
trip.
we got, Katie?
We are down to less than 17 days, and we will be there, and we are going to come have fun, come hell or high water.
But let's talk about that later. But let's go through all the closures, because there is a lot of closures. Let's go.
And it's not meant to depress you. It's just
what they're doing, and we'll explain why some of these things are as we go along. But so what's some of the other? You got the riverboat.
So the riverboat, Tomorrowland Transit is closed.
A people mover.
Yes, at this moment it has no date to finish yet. It's just being slated. They have applied for permits to fix it. It had a fire last year when we were there. There was a fire on that.
I thought they reopened it after that little fire.
They did. They did reopen it like an hour later. They opened it back up, and people were going. They had one lane kind of closed down on it.
Right.
But it is slated to get redone. I guess it's needed.
But it's coming
for a
back,
long
though,
time.
right?
But it's coming back. At first, they didn't think they were going to bring it back. It sounded like in here they weren't sure if they were ever going to reopen it, but they did apply for permits to fix it. So it is in the pipeline.
I hope that's open back up by the 50th.
And that is
iconic.
The goal on here. We'll submit, and that at some point during Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary, they plan that will probably get done.
Okay, what's the next one?
Things first. So the people mover. Oh boy. And then we went to Liberty Square, Riverboat, Tom Sawyer Island at Magic Kingdom.
So that's multiple things, obviously. Tom Sawyer's Island's closed because you can't walk over there. You know.
All the things attached to the boat, yes.
Right, so that's
slated to stay closed until February of 2021. And it is drained. You see concrete bottom.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it ever drain, people
look online.
Look online. It's really odd looking, and you can see the track
that the boat's
little
on.
behind the scenes that the riverboat's on.
Yeah.
So.
Between these projects, they are also going to enhance Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. I guess there's a dynamite projection mapping finale that is finally going to get done.
That's what's at Disneyland.
Mm-hmm. What's going to make is a huge construction zone on that side.
Wait. So when's
early
this happen?
21.
They're going to close it early 21?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So probably top of the year, January,
so
February.
It'll be there when we go.
Yes, it's still there then.
Good imagine.
Yeah, let's see. And they want to get everything up and running and cleaned up for the 50th. So they're using this time to kind of update everything, which is okay. I expect that.
Sure.
One of the water parks is going to open up. They have not slated which one.
Which one would you want
as of March?
I mean, we won't be there, but if you were there, which one would you want them to open up right now?
I like the summertime one that we went to originally, not the winter one.
Yeah, just totally.
Not Blizzard Beach. We went to the other one.
I
like Blizzard Beach, but I liked the other one better.
Well, they had the new family raft ride there too with the Moana. Yeah. Is it Moana?
It was supposed to get a Moana overlay, but I haven't.
So I think they did some kind of animatronic in that, but it hasn't been open since we've gone since that time. So I would say that I would like to have that one open because of that.
Yeah,
it's been a while since we've been there, so.
Yeah, and that
isn't it crazy that neither one of us can remember what it's called? I don't remember what it's called.
Typhoon Lagoon.
Typhoon Lagoon.
I win. Okay, and one of them is supposed to open March 7th.
You get a Mickey bar after the episode.
Yes. Okay, it's tiny and it's a pretend Mickey bar, but I'll get a better one when we get there.
They are little.
So there have been disappointingly lots of entertainment layoffs, but. Many of those performers are due to return in the spring.
Yes, and one of the ones was Yeehaw Bob.
I'm so sad.
I know he's online right now still, I think.
He has his Facebook page too still.
So he is really fun to watch and be a part of his show when you're there. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, I mean, they always say indefinitely, but when they start bringing some of these people back, I sure hope he is able to come back.
He is the personality of Port Orleans. I absolutely, Yeehaw Bob, if you're out there, I absolutely love you. We've been there several times, and I loved every show.
Yeah.
And I would go there just for his show. I love Port Orleans, but
Yeah,
I would go there
it's a
just to
fun
sit
one.
and listen to that. And it's very sad to see
But all these
him disappear.
performers,
Yeah.
they've laid off so many. I mean, okay, that's the other thing about going there too, is all these shows are
I know they're gone.
right now.
They're
you know?
gone.
Okay, that's gonna be so weird.
And it's gonna be weird. Mountain Mama's gone too. Some of our favorite staples that are
gone?
down there are not there
Is she
anymore.
retired?
Yeah. Just not there anymore.
Okay.
So
Do it forever.
anyway, so if you know any of these characters and you're hooked up on Facebook with any of these guys, reach out and give them a little love. Tell them how much they meant to you and what their presence and their performances did for you.
A couple of our other friends are real good friends with Mountain Mama. And
She's from the Wilderness Lodge, just in case you were wondering.
Whispering Canyon Cafe.
She's loud and obnoxious,
Yeah, she's real obnoxious.
but wonderfully
She got
sweet.
me on that stick horse that one time. So.
That was so good. It was so good.
But so it's kind of a bummer that all these shows are not there, you know. Okay,
Yeah.
keep going.
Okay, so you're going to get past that. Now we're into Epcot, and Epcot has had a lot of stuff going
Think
on.
positive, think positive, think positive, think positive.
So the closures in Epcot are Electric Umbrella, Penn Central, Club Cool, Innovations, Character Spot, Colortopia, Nanu's Break, Fountain View, Art of Disney, and more. Additionally, the shops like Mouse Gear have had their permanent locations replaced and temporary
they
ones.
had to do that. I mean, Mouse Gear was like the biggest souvenir shop of all. They had, if they were to just like close that, I mean, where would you even go in Epcot? You know, I mean, so thank God they just relocated it.
Well, you wouldn't have another store to shop at. They had to.
Right. I mean, well,
So-
yeah, really.
so
I mean, in that area.
Kingdom to Kingdom, in a quick breakdown here. In Animal Kingdom, we knew Primeval World was permanently closed. Rivers of Light is permanently closed. In Magic Kingdom,
Which is kind of a bummer. I mean, I know
at least it was something
it was
to go
something
see
to
right
go
now.
see, but,
Yeah.
but it's kind of a bummer because, you know, they got the big theater there. I mean,
I'm sure they're
but a
going to
lot
do
of
something
shows
else.
are,
Yeah.
you know, Lion King is also closed right now. There's no Lion King show.
I know.
Which is really a bizarro, man.
There's so many things I'm really going to miss.
Yeah.
So, Stitch's Great Escape, not going to miss it, is permanently closed.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with that
No.
whole
We already
experience.
said the riverboats were closed until February, Tom Sawyer Island until February, Tomorrowland Transit to January 21 or beyond.
Now, usually we go in February,
Yeah.
so we would have been probably okay normally,
sorry.
but we're doing the December trip this time.
Well, because we had to use our COVID points,
Well, plus we always wanted to see the Christmas
except
stuff.
that it's not actually half set up. Okay, moving on. Walt Disney World Railroad is going to reopen late of 21, so not until the end of 21 before the railroad gets running again. Frozen Ever After closed and reopened. It's already been reopened.
What do you think about that old guy? I think it sucks. I think it really sucks big time.
Agent Pete's World Showcase Adventure permanently closed, which I always wanted to do and never did. That was stupid.
Well, we tried it. I really like Phineas and Ferb.
I know,
And I
that's
like
why.
that character. So we did try it the one time, but we just got,
sidetracked.
preoccupied or sidetracked and
Squirrel!
never got through. Hey, shiny object. Never got through that. So it kind of is a bummer that it's gone because I thought it was a good idea, but whatever.
It was. It would just added more interest there other than getting your bear signed and coloring stuff for the kids. It was just something else
Because we're
to
kind
do
of
in
past
Epcot.
that
Yep.
part of our life now with
Yep.
the kids. So, anyways,
Yep.
onward.
So, Illuminations, Reflections, Earth, which we knew permanently ended, and the new one is still being constructed and doing very well. I've seen pictures of that, the big circle fireworks thing being built, and some people say it's going to be really amazing. So,
are they
they're working
still?
on it.
Are they still doing? Do they do a nighttime show there still? I mean, they're not even doing the one with the kites anymore.
I think there's some kind of a projection thing going on. They can still
'Cause
do projection
We
stuff.
saw the kite one.
But it's they're still trying to keep crowds from gathering, and if they do
Oh,
some kind of thing, then
that's
people
why that's
stop and
gone.
look. So
that's right.
it's all about not getting the crowds to stop and look. I want you to keep wandering. So you get little tidbits of cavalcades of parades, but not a scheduled parade. And a little bit of a show on the castle, and then it'll go away before too many people can gather, and then they'll show it again later. So it's all about a length of time before people stop to look, to keep that down. And your character interactions are almost null and void. Sorry, Mickey.
Yeah, they're like floating on a boat. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, just wave. Yeah, it's so sad. Star Wars Galaxy Edge Far, Far Away stage show permanently gone.
Far, far. Well, that was that big stage right in the middle of everything, right? And then the stormtroopers come down the thing.
Yep.
Yeah. That's all right. That can go away.
I think we might have watched that once. I don't think I've watched it all the way through.
I think we stood through it last time with Josh.
Yeah. So there is a fairly long list of shows that are temporarily closed during Walt Disney World's phase reopening, and I'm going to read these fast or I might cry. So here it goes. In auctioneer style. Magic Kingdom Happily Ever After Show, Festival of Fantasy Parade, Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor, Enchanted Tales with Belle. Animal Kingdom Finding Me, well, the musical.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a bummer.
Festival of the Lion King. Epcot Forever, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Jedi Training Academy, Trials of the Temple, Star Wars Launch Bay, Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular, Beauty and the Beast Live on Stage, Voyage of the Little Mermaid, Fantasmic, Star Wars Galactic Spectacular, all closed.
Oh boy!
I know, and it's going through this huge list, and the author of this list writing it says it might be more useful to look at a full list of reopening attractions and entertainment at Walt Disney World.
Trying to be positive or something?
Yeah, in bright red, they were trying to be positive because a lot of hotels are also getting refurbishments. But they had, reasonings on here as everyone whines because, gosh, why has it got to be closed while I'm there? Ugh. Well, if you think of the number of people that are there, it's got to be closed at some point for somebody. They can't just run it 24/7. They've got to close them and keep them safe.
Well, I know, and this is the perfect.
And redo
this
them.
is the perfect time to do
it.
It
is
because
a
of the
time.
because of low crowds and they're really taking advantage of this time, and they're just hitting it all.
And they are, and they're trying. They're trying to do as much as they can before the 50th.
Yeah, because it'd be nice to have all this stuff running like clockwork when that happens.
And Animal Kingdom, they're saying, and I didn't even realize it, but like the dinosaur ride, for example,
right? It's
been running, has never been shut back down.
38% of it doesn't run, you said?
Correct. It's running at a 66% at this point.
I didn't know that, but you know what?
Most people don't know.
Why? How would I know?
Yeah, and how many people, have ever seen anything but Disco Yeti? Have they ever? How many people got to actually see the Yeti move?
Well, we watched that Disney World thing on Hulu, or not on Hulu, on Travel Go the other day. They got little Disney World travel movies on there, whatever. They all need to be updated. But remember, they had the Yeti, the movable,
they had
the
a quick
Yeti.
view of it moving. I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh.
They had a lot of people interviewed afterward going, that thing looked real, which I really want to see it now. So I was reading on down here. And as they're talking about the different things that, needed to be repaired and touched up and addressed. And for safety and everything else, they're trying to get everything ready to rock for the 50th.
Yeah.
And on that list of things to be fixed, even though everyone's been teasing about Expedition Everest forever, that it probably would never get fixed because it was too big. Publicly, Joe Rohde has vowed to get that Yeti working.
Yeah, but he said that years ago.
And I quote, "And I do believe that he means he will single-handedly heal the Yeti by rappelling in and performing surgery on it with ancient Tibetan instruments. This says to me that Walt Disney World has not just forgotten about the Yeti. It is still there, and that at some point, they guess, in the next 5 years, they will shut it down for 6 months. And refurbish and get it running because they know what needs to be done, but they are reluctant to pull the trigger because it's one of the park's few roller coasters. It's a big ride for Animal Kingdom.
Well, it's huge. That's
So
like
shutting
one
it
of the main
down
ones.
for that extensive time is like, whoa, you know. So they kind of hope that Pandora would draw some of that.
Do you think
and
that
some other things would draw it away?
the moving Yeti is really adds that much to it that
it is the largest animatronic they built.
I get it, but is it worth fixing?
Yes.
Okay.
The Imagineers created this to be a certain way, you know? And instead of Disco Yeti, which gets the feeling of movement because of the strobe lights that are on him, he actually moves and swats down and moves. So I mean, it would probably really look very realistic if that thing started moving. Instead of just looking like it kind of moves when you fly past.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I have looked up there and go, I think they got him moving.
There's times that the light hits it just right.
Your mind just plays tricks on you like, yeah, I think it was moving. But then after I saw that video, I'm like, nah, I never saw it move like that.
Nope. No. And they are moving forward with the remodel of Splash Mountain.
Yeah, but that's going to be there when we're there, right?
Yeah, that's going to still be there for now. They had a lot of backlash on Splash Mountain because a lot of us whined, cried, and are still crying. That is getting changed, and they're trying to go about this the right way, not totally ruffle the world.
Well, they're trying to do this, like all the other rides.
The politically correct phase, so let's not hurt anybody, when actually the only people you're pleasing
I'm sorry,
are the
everybody, but sometimes I don't want to be politically correct. I like everybody, believe me, but I don't agree with that. Although I said that in a previous episode, I said that they'll probably do a good job with Princess and the Frog. I just wish they weren't changing all of them.
Yeah, I truly want them to do it like the Tower of Terror. One change, one not.
You're right. And on a domestic park, I wish they weren't changing Disney and Disney World. Leave one of them the way it is, and then
test it out,
and then change the other one. I'm okay with that. Give a reason to go to the other park. I mean,
make it a little bit different.
It'd be awesome. It'd be it might help the park.
Could.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm really saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Really, think about it.
You don't know what you're trying to say. Yeah, but
trying to get Aaliyah to come in here, but
she doesn't want to right now.
I want her to come in. I want her to do that sound effect thing of you guys walking to a ride at Disney World and me walking to a ride at Disney World.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Do you have it on your thing?
It
was funny.
I don't. That was hilarious.
Hold on a second. Hold on. You
were on a slow stroll.
Oh,
and she had this music on with you taking a
don't explain it. You got to hear it. It's funny.
And then the music for us, how we.
Well, maybe she'll come in. If she does, we'll share it with you. I thought it was pretty funny because so true, so true.
There's never a man that can walk slower in Disney than.
So we got all through all the closures, which are a real bummer.
Not all of them because that would be far too depressing. But the Polynesian, keep in mind, Ohana's is totally closed. There are many restaurants that are closed.
Yeah.
The Great Ceremonial Hall is closed. The monorail is not running right now.
Can you not go into this hall at all?
You can, but not during certain construction time.
Okay.
So you can get to Kona's because Kona's is open.
Okay.
You could get to some of the lobby.
Did we get a thing there?
Yes, we have a reservation at Kona's.
Let's go there.
So some of the lobby has been moved over to one of the other buildings. You actually will check in at a different building instead of the Great Ceremonial Hall.
Okay. Well, this
right
is going to be just a really different experience.
So what did we say?
Remind me. Oops.
That we are going to think positive, and I cannot, as I was telling him, I cannot compare this vacation to vacations in the past. I cannot focus on what I'm missing, as we have through this entire freaking podcast. I cannot focus on what I'm going to miss, but what I'm going to gain. Are
you going to gain something?
Yes.
Okay.
We have been trapped in home and work and politics and COVID and you name it for the last year. I need a freaking vacation with my husband and my kids. I need to get away. I need to laugh. I need to play, and I need to relax. And I don't care if I just lay by the pool and do nothing.
But
and
just
walk
remember
around.
this, and I
I'm
hate to be
okay.
the downer. We're
The
not
magic
there
is
yet.
still there. And I don't get to eat the gingerbread house because they didn't set it up. I mean,
I just hope to God they don't not let us go.
I already
Closure.
checked. There is no airport closures
Yet.
Cross
your fingers and your toes that it's not going to happen. But
if it's starting to look that
I
way,
agree
we are
with
going
you.
to drive to the next state and transfer.
well,
our
you can't
tickets.
go to California because that's not going to be any better.
We got to go inside.
I don't know, Idaho or something. I don't know.
Have to drive to Colorado and fly out of there.
Oh my gosh, I agree with you. I want to get out of here. I am looking forward to it. I know all this stuff's going to be not there, like shows and stuff, which is really going to be a different experience because we're so used to going to some of these shows and stuff. So it's going to be interesting.
It is, and it's been so weird because I am a planning girl. I love the planning.
Yeah,
and
you can't get reservation. I mean, thank God they opened up the Splitsville.
Yeah. Well, yes,
know,
I was able to get Splitsville
for
just
DVC,
recently.
right?
Yes, and that was a yeehaw because it gives us something to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find things to do other than just the parks because
So
you
we're trying
need
to
other
take
things.
what they do have,
Yes.
and maybe even try to do some stuff. Maybe it'll force us to do some stuff we haven't done before.
Correct. But some of that I even looked into. I was like, okay, well, we'll take a tour. Those are closed. Then I was like, okay, the kids want to go to Kennedy Space Center. That's closed.
It is?
Yep. So I was like,
But Royce just went there.
it says closed
And
online.
he said
You
it was
can't buy
friggin'
tickets.
awesome.
You can't buy tickets. I got online.
Wow,
I'm going
man.
to try calling them.
I
When
thought
you get
Florida
online,
was
they won't do it.
open, man.
Said you couldn't get tickets
How
to
about
go there
Gator
until
World?
January.
Can you go to Gator World?
You can go to the beach. You could go to the aquarium. There is Dolphin Bay or something still open, so you could go visit the dolphin thing, which the kids are into. But every time I was like, well, we'll go on one of those safari things all by ourselves and
What's
go out
safari?
and have the luncheon out at
like
Animal.
horseback riding or something?
Can't do that either.
Did you look into the horseback riding?
I looked into several things, dear, and it was more than mildly disappointing. As I was like,
Thinking positive. Thinking positive.
I'm like, it'll be okay. We're still gonna have fun, but we are gonna explore some things that we probably haven't done a lot of because we're
Well, like
so
swimming
busy
in the
running around and exploring
swimming in the lake
with the crocs.
with
No,
alligators.
alligator hunting. No, but sometimes you know
Hey,
how.
maybe we can go fishing. Do they do fishing?
Yeah, they do fishing.
They do the fishing tour still
Yeah, they have
out
a
on
fishing
the lake.
tour. I'm investigating. I've been calling and saying, okay, what is running? Help me out here.
I mean, we haven't done that before.
No, they aren't doing the firework thing. That's
you
for
don't-
sure. I was trying to
Hey,
get another
did you look
Kingdom
into-
tour, but
Did you look into? Are they doing the nighttime, the water parade thing?
I see no reason why they couldn't run a water parade. There is
I
nobody
hope-
out
I
there, and everybody looks from their
Well,
room.
there's got to be something on the barge, right? The barges, somehow, or is it all computerized?
Well, they're all driving, but there's one person
I know.
driving. They're all hooked.
I hope that's going.
I can't see a reason why they couldn't run those at least. That's
Can't
just
they
a nighttime
empty
pleasure.
the park out and then do the fireworks?
That'd be great. And then
you
people
have
can
to-
just watch from outside in their rooms.
Yeah.
No, they've decided to show them on television because that makes it all better.
Not television, Disney Vision. Wow, this is gonna be a real different trip, isn't it?
It is, but it's still going to be our trip.
But we'll still be there, right?
We're going to be there and we're going to go have fun.
No, Roger and his wife went,
And they had fun.
and they said they had a good time.
Yep. We're still. I've been
They
looking
even
at
sent us
a
a
lot
picture
of
of them without their mask on.
Facebook friends that have gone and they said totally the magic is still there. There are things that you're not going to do, but there's other things that you are going to do because you may not have noticed it before. You were so
That- I
busy
can see
looking at
that.
other stuff.
That's true.
That
You'll notice
people
some
have
stuff.
said that they took more time and just slowed down. They enjoyed the ambiance. They enjoyed the Christmas decorations. They enjoyed the feel of just the magic
Now
of
that's
Disney.
that's a different thing of this trip that we haven't ever experienced before. Is the Christmas decorations.
No.
We've never been there, so that'll be something new.
The decorations for Christmas and
Wow.
having that all done. I was looking forward to my first Christmas party.
They're not doing the
Closed.
gingerbread house, though, are
The
they?
gingerbread houses they're not doing. I was looking
The
forward to
big
that
one,
too.
you know, the big one. I was watching that on the
Just
video
the
too.
smell of that, I
How
could
they-
almost smell it in the picture, and I can. So I don't know. Maybe they'll do a few little ones
Well-
behind somewhere where not everybody's
Yeah,
gathering.
we'll just
but-
do what we can do, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna be different.
I'm glad
Oh.
that Aaliyah's taken a little friend, and I'm excited to have her come along. She's never been. to
She's never
Disney.
been there, so
Poor kid.
I mean, too bad it's not going to be what we normally experience.
Yes, but she doesn't know what she's
but
missing.
maybe
so
she'll
it's okay.
have a great time here, and then maybe she'll go with us again sometime,
Yeah.
and then she'll be able to experience
She's
all
a-
the stuff that we're missing.
She's a sweet kid, and she's a very grateful kid. Simple,
Yeah,
and I
so-
think she'd be happy just laying by the pool with Aaliyah. She's not a needy kid.
Yeah, see, there's another
So-
thing. You can take advantage of the resort.
We never
we
do
are
that.
staying at a resort we haven't stayed at before,
Yeah.
so that's
And
cool.
we never hang out at the resorts. We're always
yeah,
running.
I know. I'd rather go hang
So-
out somewhere.
Do you
Okay,
have that music keyed up? for
remember Aaliyah's here now with us. I wanted her to
playing what
share
we
with
did,
you
how Dad walks and how we walk.
how they walk to an attraction versus how I walk to an attraction.
That's fine.
So
Do it.
so stay tuned for that.
She's gonna gear it up.
She's gonna gear it up, and then she'll share it with us. I think it's really funny.
Because it totally fits.
It does, because I'm just like la la la.
He is
Just
in his
strolling along.
own freaking world in Disney,
Well,
and
there,
we're like,
man.
let's go ride the expedition. Let's go do this. And we're on a roll, man. And it's not like we're running. We're just walking. And I
Fast.
think I am not
They're
walking
walking
fast.
fast.
I am strolling.
They're not strolling.
He's
I'm
crawling.
strolling.
No. That is not strolling. You have 6-foot legs, and I can't walk as slow as you.
Well, you got it.
You ready?
Okay, which one are you
Wait,
doing
which one are you doing
first?
first?
Okay,
Come
come over
over
here
here.
by the microphone so they
Come
can
over
hear
here.
it.
Put it
There's
over
only
here.
one.
What, is
one
this
are you gonna
is
play?
this you guys walking to the attraction? You
It's
have to
both
do-
of them.
Well, I mean, are they back to back?
Yeah, they're back to
Okay.
back.
Okay, so
The first
here we go.
one's, us, and then the
Okay.
other one's yours.
Okay, first one's them walking to the attraction.
And Dad.
It's so true, man. I thought that was so funny because it's so true. I just want to enjoy being there. You know, you guys are
We're
always in a
enjoying it.
rush to get to the ride.
We are not running, are we? We're just
I don't know
walking.
what it is. You guys got short legs, but I am walking normal.
You are not walking normal.
I am walking normal.
No. Wait a minute. There is man walking through the park, and then wait, there's a man who decides it's time
When
to go
it's
to the
time to-
bus,
Well, yeah, I walk
And-
fast. I pick up the pace.
and then you are
'Cause
like
I'm tired.
hauling butt.
That's right.
and
I wanna beat the
can't-
crowd.
I can't keep up with you to save my
I'm
life.
trying to get to the bus because you know how those lines are. You get to the bus, man. You want to.
You have to sprint
Get on
to
the
catch up with
bus,
him to
man.
get the bus.
You gotta wait 10
So I
years
haven't
sometimes.
figured out where the controls are on him, but
Hey, during the day, I'm just taking my time.
there seems to be 2 speeds.
or if we have to get to a fast pass, like, or we're
None
gonna
of that
lose
this
it.
year. Don't worry about it.
Then,
Sorry.
thanks, guy.
No fast
So
pass.
anyway, boy, man, closure episode. You're welcome. Anyways, we're gonna make the best of it. We're gonna still go on some cool rides that we always enjoy.
We're gonna
doing.
have fun.
It'll be fun still. It's just definitely gonna be a different experience, and we'll tell you all about it when we get back. And coming up soon, I mean, as soon as we could get the logistics or meeting time, we're gonna have Roger, Skipper Roger from the Jungle Cruise episode,
That did
and his
one
wife
with us.
Teresa on the podcast, and they're gonna tell us about their trip that
Their-
they just went to.
Very first
Disney World.
DVC trip to Disney
Yeah,
World.
the very first DVC trip.
so
so
that'll be fun.
They had a
and,
good time, they said, and we wanted them to come on the podcast and
And we
tell
are
us
going
all
to come
about it.
back and tell you when we get back all of the things that we found to do and how we found our joy in Disney to share with those who still want to go during this time, because the magic is still there. And we'll share some things with you that are open that you can get to. There are parades, as I said. They're called cavalcades. They're mini parades. And they're not timed, so that you can't say there's a parade at 1 o'clock. They're sporadic cavalcades, they call them. They just kind of come down every once in a while.
There's Snow White. She's walking down the street. There's is that a cavalcade?
They have them, but like you saw Merida on the horse. Riding along.
Everybody's seen that probably
video
clip of
a million
her
times.
having the horse went berserk because of the balloon. Or whatever.
But, and they've added extra snacks and treats that they normally would have only brought out during the Christmas parties and stuff. They have added a whole bunch of cool treats and snacks and things out there so that everyone
Is this normal Christmas treats? Or is this a little different?
It sounds like they're throwing a little bit more out there.
To kind of compensate for some stuff?
I think to kind of compensate in some ways. Yeah. And there has been, I have to say, reading Facebook, I have not had a day go by where I didn't read something about someone getting pixie dusted.
With accommodations?
Either accommodations or a party or something in their room. I was reading one yesterday that a couple was at Vero Beach and a flock of seagulls flew over their car and decided it was a target.
Pelted it with
poop and just dusted
bombs away. Yeah. Fire!
And they were like, oh man, so they couldn't see through the windshield, nothing. I mean, it was just
Orville the albatross came flying over with his buddies, huh?
Well, they were like, well, we'll clean that up later. Let's go enjoy the day at the beach and we'll come back to it. Well, they came back and there was a note on the window from a Disney staff had gone out and washed their car.
Yeah. And
put a cute little note on their windshield, have a wonderful day, love the Disney staff, And she was like, oh, even little acts like that, little bits of pixie dust. They took time to just do a little extra there, But I've been hearing it a lot, how a little bit of extra pixie dust
I hope we get pixie
in
dust
service has gone a long way.
I hope that's something positive.
I know I am personally going to carry thank you notes, and I may take some little chocolate bars or something. I'm going to find ways to say thank you to staff and
to the
people
staff that's
there.
left.
Yep, the ones that go above and beyond to help you. I want them to know how much we appreciate them.
God, Katie and Rob, you guys are real downers.
That's the old man.
You guys didn't help me at all. I'm kind of depressed.
Stop it. No, it's gonna,
anyways,
it's gonna be fun.
I don't know. I just thought it was funny when she was reading off all the closures. It was kind of comical. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me?
There's a lot.
I mean, the train's not going because Tron and all that stuff's getting built. They haven't got the train. I mean, these are all like iconic things that add to the whole ambience of the park. I mean, you got the boat, you got the steamboat, you got the train,
and the water, and
all this stuff. And it's like, what's it gonna be like? I'm just I'm kind of looking forward to the whole experience to see what it's going to be like without some of this stuff,
I think it'll be different. Oh my gosh. We'll find the magic in different ways, which is really good, and we are going to spend some quality time as a family, I'll give you that. But I think we're also, next time we go, how much more we're going to appreciate.
We're going to go straight through the park.
No, we're not.
And see what happens.
Rob will be, what? I got my mask on.
I'm wearing a mask. In both areas.
That's a G-string. Same difference.
And you got that on the wrong part of your body. Oh, that's supposed to go down south. You got your G-string on your face. You need to switch those around there, Rob.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Why did I even talk?
I know, right? Leah's very embarrassed at the moment.
That's all right. Most kids are embarrassed when I talk. So, anyways, we hope you've enjoyed the episode. I know it's been kind of a weird episode, but I just thought it was kind of comical myself when we were talking about this stuff earlier, and I thought let's go do a podcast about that. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed it. We wanted to get up here and talk to y'all, and we hope you're all doing well out there in this crazy time that we're all living in. We're all in it together. So just keep your chins up and keep, find the comedy in life. There's a lot of crud out there. You can find some laughter in it.
There's a lot of laughter in it.
Even if it's serious stuff,
Yeah, I looked at pictures from Florida. I was online and I just looked at pictures and people posting. I said, look at that sunshine.
Yeah.
Look at that park. I don't even care if I can't ride. I can be perfectly happy just being in the sunshine and walking down Main Street, just watching people. I would be perfectly happy.
Just to be there.
To get out of here and away from.
But right now, I'm
Brown.
just hoping to God that nothing happens in the next, how many days?
Would you like the official
days?
count?
Yes, the official count.
I'll give you the official count.
The official count.
You ready? We will be there in 16 days, 6 hours, 12 minutes, and 38 seconds.
Ooh. So I hope nothing happens in between now and then. That'll
freezes up us being able to go.
Please.
We're a little bit locked down on this side of the country, so.
Oh, man. Anyways, you guys all have a good week. Be positive, be happy, and laugh.
Keep posting the happy thoughts. We all need them.
You need to laugh even at ridiculous stuff.
And we've got
Go
plenty
out
of that.
this next week and look at all the stupid, ridiculous stuff and just laugh at it because that's good medicine.
Yeah.
So until next time, and stay tuned for a trip report from Skipper Roger and his wife and their trip to Walt Disney World.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. We'll talk to you later.
Keep on dreaming.
Sayonara.
Well, you started out in Yodelehi-O and end on Sayonara.
We're world travelers here.
Jiminy Christmas. Bye-bye.
Hi, this is Rob from Livin Lovin Disney. Katie and I would love to thank you for listening to the show, but we'd also like to hear from you. Please comment on whatever platform you download the show from. If you can't do that, visit us on Livin Lovin Disney Facebook or Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. Have a great week, and we'll see you on the next show.